Hey man, it's Aaron from the Underground Railroad, and you guys are tuning into another wonderful show from the Four-Eyed Radio Network. To listen to more awesome episodes from your favorite people at the Fern Network, you can tune into foureyedradio.com. Hey
Patrick.
Hey.
So, when you go shopping online, where do you usually go to shop online? Like if you have to do stuff for birthday parties or holidays are coming up, you don't want to go to the store. Where do you shop online?
I don't know. Craigslist.
Craigslist. You go to Craigslist. Well, you shouldn't go to Craigslist. You should go to Amazon.com. Right? Amazon.com. Yeah, Amazon.com. But you don't.
That's actually good.
It is good. Yeah. But you don't go to Amazon.com.
You
don't. No. What you need to do is you go to the Sasquatch.net, click on the Amazon banner, and then do your shopping. You know why?
Why?
Because we get a little kickback then, and we can keep the lights on in the studio, and I won't be homeless.
Oh, yeah. Well, wait a minute. So if we want you to be homeless.
Well, yeah, but do you really want me to be homeless? Fuck. Okay, well, if you don't want Steve to be homeless, go to the Sasquatch.net and click on the Amazon banner and shop like you normally do, and we'll get a little taste if you do. But apparently, if you want me to be homeless, then just shop at Craigslist.
Yeah, or, I don't know, Walmart, maybe?
Yeah, Walmart works too.
Yeah, because that's probably where you'd be living if you were homeless. Walmart.
That's where I'll be living.
Yeah.
Oh, so depressing. Okay. Well, that's all I got. All right, so Sasquatch.net, click on the Amazon banner. That's all I got.
Yes, do.
Howdy hoot, Nanny.
Howdy, and a howdy, actually, to all our lovely listeners out there. We've missed you so.
I know. Sorry that it's been so long. I don't even know if our last episode made it to the interwebs, but we are back.
Yes.
We are back in the future, and we are ready.
Ready. It's going to be a wet one, so bring your life jacket.
Yes. And a towel. If you are new listeners, this is Erin.
And I'm Natalie.
And we are the Underground Railroad.
Choo-choo.
So, let's just get right into it.
Yeah.
What's new, Natal?
Well, I puked on a dick yesterday.
Really?
Yeah.
Seriously?
Yeah, which I feel like is probably one of the most...
It's more common than you think.
Yeah, and I think it's a big compliment.
It during a sexual act, or were you just puking?
Yes.
Okay.
I was trying to lose some weight. And I figured... No, I'm just kidding. Yes.
I was a little slow on that one, but I get it.
But, yeah, no. Has that ever happened to you, Steve?
I'm afraid to answer this because I feel like it's never happened to me, but then what does that say about my penis?
Yeah, I guess it's just not...
Your dick has never been choked on
big
and puked
or huge.
On.
I guess it's...
Or maybe it just says something about the reciprocator of the act.
Yeah,
and
it might have been my tiny throat.
They might be part boa constrictor.
Could be.
Or...
The other question I have is, and don't get offended by this, maybe you just suck at giving head.
No, actually, the guy said that out of all the girls that he's been with, I was the best.
Oh.
I'm sure that's what they all say.
That's what we all say.
But it was really funny because as he's saying that, then all of a sudden, and it was.
Were you able to contain the vomit, or
no,
did it come
just straight
all
up
out?
All over it.
All over.
All over it.
Did you have okay? My only concern now is where were you when this happened, and was it an easy cleanup or no?
Luckily it just was all on him. So it didn't really get anywhere else.
It does suck. Like if it's like in a car
or at church,
yeah. At a funeral, anywhere. I mean, because then you're like, oh, I gotta clean this.
Gotta change clothes.
It would suck if it happened even on the light rail.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Not again.
But the nice thing, though, I guess if it happened on the light rail or another form of public transportation, there's a chance that somebody else had already leaked other body fluids at some point or another during that route or during the day, and definitely might be able to pass it off on to somebody else. Pass the buck on to Lewis.
To old Johnny.
And Johnny, yeah.
Now I'm like diving deep into this, and it's not because like I'm trying to be like a pervert or anything.
No, it's such a deep.
Oh my God!
I'm just always fascinated by this kind of stuff. So, was this the first time you've ever did this with this person, or have you done this multiple times? Is it just the first time this has happened, or?
This was actually the first time that I really was like, you know what? I like pushed him down. I'm like, I'm giving you head until you fucking just blow it all over me.
Okay.
Which is the first time that I've ever said that or was like that gung-ho
about giving head,
about just getting it done.
That's very bold of you. I will say that.
Thank you. Yeah. Can we all get a round of applause here, please? Thank you. Thank you. My dad would be proud.
#aggressive blowjobs.
But
I don't recommend searching that on a work computer.
No, don't.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, if you're at work right now, do not
look at that.
No.
Don't even.
Actually, I don't know how. I think our podcast in general is pretty not safe for work.
You can't operate.
You can't.
Certain machinery
can't
while
operate
listening.
heavy machinery while listening to the Underground Railroad.
You can't listen to it on your computer. You can download it to your phone and
yes. Yeah, there you go.
All the other great stuff because it is on Spreaker, iTunes, Stitcher, Zune Marketplace, BlackBerry Podcast, Blueberry Podcast,
Blueberries. Why not the
Miro
huckleberries?
Guide, Double Twist, YouTube, Swell Radio.
Dang, Steve, look at you go.
Soon not to be SoundCloud and Player.
We will soon no longer be on SoundCloud. Sorry, SoundCloud, but you're just not yanking our donuts right.
The only person I think that's getting listens on it. Now I'm getting like shop talk right now with the whole network.
Do it.
We do that sometimes. How many people on the network actually listen to our show?
It depends. It depends on when you get your numbers. Like since you guys haven't been operating. I mean, we had a show, and it's very sporadic. We had a show for Longbox Cast. Wasn't anything special. Wasn't anything. It was actually a show we forgot to promote, and it got over 600 listens.
Well, no, I'm not.
There we go.
I'm not saying that because I know when we were operating at a normal rate.
Yeah.
At a usual capacity. I know what our average numbers were. My question is, hey, fellow network members, how many of you are actually listening to our show?
I'm going to be honest with you. I probably doubt anybody really
exactly.
from the
that's fair.
listens to the shows.
And that's fine.
I don't listen to anyone else, which I'm ashamed to admit.
I'm guilty.
Honestly, I don't even listen to anything that I'm on.
Yeah, no.
Because I don't like the sound of my own voice. I think it sounds very weird and creepy and stuff like that. But
which is why I love it. Very true. I fall asleep to it though because I like being freaked out in the middle of the night.
But yeah, I mean, actually, there's the last show I listened to that was of mine was the last Arcade Bros that came back up, and it wasn't even just because I wanted to listen to it. I actually listened to it because the first time I was using the sound quality was really good on it, and I have no idea how it happened. We did record it through the USB way, and not from the actual like mics and stuff. So
USB
I might try more shows like that to see how it works.
Are you trying ours like that?
No, I'm.
Why the fuck not? I'm kidding.
Because because you guys wanted an intro.
So back to puking on
Dick.
Dick.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
Steve, honestly, if that were to ever happen, would you just be like totally grossed out?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I personally,
I'm not big on vomiting or blood. So.
Yeah. So then. Okay.
But Steve, do you think it would depend on the individual?
Yeah.
Like, if it was like fucking Scarlett Johansson and she puked on you while giving you a blowjob, would you forgive her?
You'd probably eat it.
I wouldn't eat it. I'd forgive her because then people first off be like, wait, you're fucking Scarlett Johansson.
Even if it was a one-night stand.
But yeah, just for the story.
Yeah,
I mean, I said that with anything, though. Like, I would mention certain celebrities. I go, okay, you're telling me if someone showed up at your door, they're like, nah, I wouldn't sleep with them. Because I'm like, not even for the story. Fuck, if Betty White showed up at my door, I'd be like, come on in.
Dude, she'd probably be
Barbara
great in the
Streisand, let's
sack.
get that nose working.
Why not?
Yeah.
For the story, doesn't matter.
So I have another really great question for you, and it's important, and I need you to be honest. And you too.
Yeah, no.
Sorry.
That was the what is it? Precursor. There we go to the question.
Yes.
So let's say that you and Scarlett Johansson are pissing in a pond at the same time, and some Freaky Friday shit happened, and your body switched with her body.
Okay.
So, you had your mind, her body. Would you let your friends do you?
No.
Okay. Not at all. Not even
I think we've had this conversation on the cast before.
Me, on the other hand,
I don't think so.
the problem is what would happen to me. I don't know.
Or
if
maybe we've just had this conversation.
We've had this conversation.
Okay, I get.
Yeah.
No, I would cock tease the fuck out of my friends.
Yeah,
that's what I would do.
that's fun.
I would just get a bunch of shit that I wanted to and just lead them on. Actually,
But
no.
what about your girlfriends?
Wouldn't even do it to my friends. I would just fuck with people that I just knew. That I'm just like, I just fucking hate these people or something like that. I would just fucking mess with them.
But yeah, Natalie, you bring up an interesting point. What about your female friends?
My female friend? Oh yeah, I'd totally try to get with them.
Yeah.
I'd be like, hey, you're kind of hot. You want to hook up?
Let's hook up.
Really?
And they'd be like, yeah, Scarlett
They'd be like, oh my god,
really?
Oh my god.
Actually, how long do I have it though for? Because
a day.
Shit. Okay.
24 hours.
Because the majority,
Use
right
them
when it happened,
wisely.
the majority of the time that happened, I would probably just be fondling myself,
Masturbating.
for the majority, taking a shit ton of pictures.
Oh yeah, shit ton of pictures.
And then
paddling the pink canoe.
Yeah, I'd be doing a lot of shit.
Yeah.
Just so I can have that memory and then go off and do what I need to do before it switches back.
Yeah, I disagree with you. I definitely would be having sex with all my friends, and definitely strangers as well. But spreading
the more the merrier. Yeah,
spreading the love.
I'd be like, it ain't my body.
It ain't my body.
No, because I don't want any of my friends to have that chance to be, I fucked Scarlett Johansson.
What would be funny though is if you were having sex with somebody and in between your body
switches back over. That's what I'd be worried about. Is all of a sudden they're fucking Scarlett Johansson, and then it's like, what the fuck, Steve Mooney?
Yeah, it'd be weird because then all of a sudden she's like, who the fuck am I with right now? And then it'd be really awkward though if you switch back and what she was doing with my body, and I come back and it's just me masturbating, taking pictures. I'm like, oh, the bitch had the same idea.
Yeah, or she's like fucking a dead dog, of course.
Yeah, because I don't know. I think
she might be.
It'd be really interesting to have a dick for a day. Mm-hmm. You know?
Yeah, like if we switched bodies with Brad Pitt. Oh God.
See, that's why I feel like we've had this conversation before.
We have when we were camping in that lovely time.
I've sent you a whole bunch of adventure places we are going to.
I will have to check it out.
Check your Bookface messages. Natalie and I like to go on adventures together, which any of our old-timey listeners know. We have a lot of fun.
We do tend to get into some trouble or some tight spots.
We get into some sticky situations. Like that time we tried to steal all that honey from those bees.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Speaking of bees. Weirdest thing happened.
Boobies?
No, I wish it was boobies, but it was just a bee.
Just a bee.
So I only have 2 entrances into this apartment.
2? Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
I wouldn't consider the other one an entrance.
Well, I mean,
okay.
I'll say this: flying things can enter in with no problem. I never open.
Helicopters can come in really easily from that side door.
You got to be careful during the winter with those things.
Oh yeah, the helicopters are everywhere in the winter.
Season,
Jesus. They're as bad as the snowbirds.
But my bedroom window, I never open. I haven't opened at all or whatnot. It just stays where it is. And I'm doing laundry the other day.
Not strong enough?
No, I can open it. I just don't want to because what's the point?
I'll help you, Steve.
Anyway, so
I'll just break it.
Toby all of a sudden gets up, runs over, and it starts going after something. And I have no idea what. And I hear something over there, but I'm looking at him like, is it a fly? It's a pretty big fly or whatnot. Finally go over there.
Is it a plane?
Go over there, and it's a bee.
super bee.
But I'm sitting there looking at this bee, and I go, first off, how did it get in without me hearing it? Because usually bees make that bzzz sound. But it was black.
God, ninja bee.
It was black.
Oh, it was Karen Carpenter bee.
A black and gray bee?
Well, those are the Magnum bees.
I looked it up. It said something about like a May. It said like a May.
It's a condom.
A maybe?
Yeah, actually, that's what it's called. It's a maybe. But what I'm getting at is, like, I have no idea how it got in, killed it or whatnot. But yeah, then I started researching bees. Could not find this thing, like, at all. So then
it might be a new species.
So Patrick told me, he's like,
wow. It's a maybe.
Patrick told me, he's like, maybe,
or it may be.
He's like, maybe you found a bee and then eradicated it within, like, the span of a day. Like, you just destroyed an entire species or whatnot.
Oh my God! I hope they're not responsible for the majority of our crops.
Oh,
good one.
Shouldn't come into my house.
Good one, Steve.
Way to ruin the tomato crop
I'm
of
the
2015.
motherfucking bee killer.
Bee killer.
Yeah.
Tell me about
it.
Yeah,
that was.
The black ones are Karen Carpenter.
No, I know that.
And a pea killer.
Yeah, the black ones.
Right?
The black ones actually won't sting. They're male. They don't sting. And then there's a black and tan one.
Karen.
They're black and tan. The black and tan ones are females and they can sting, but
they can't.
They can. Females can sting, men cannot.
That's usually like with mosquitoes. The females are the ones that bite.
Yeah.
You know, that's how we roll.
So
my question back to the dick puke story.
Wow, we really went all over the place.
I want to know, Natalie, what had you eaten that day? And did it show up in the vomit? Was it just like a whole ton of like
I did.
corn? And spinach.
It was just.
Was it a bunch of waffles?
I had eaten another dick, so I just puked dick on dick.
Dick on dick.
Yeah, it was a dick on dick crime.
On dicks.
It's
a dick on dick crime.
There's actually the one.
All dicks matter. Hashtag.
There's actually the one question I really have to ask. Did you finish?
Ooh, that is a good question. That is a very good question.
I miss podcasting.
Me too. No, that killed it.
I wasn't sure.
That killed it.
It just immediately.
Because you never know. Guys are weird.
I would have been okay with it. It kept going, but
in my friend's experience, I'm kidding. In my experience, there's been a few times where I've spat up a little.
Okay,
but it didn't come out.
And
I don't think the person on the receiving end was aware.
Okay.
And they just was like, oh my God, it's super wet now. This feels even better.
Yeah.
And I was able to swallow the pizza I ate earlier and just kept going.
Trooper, man. Trooper.
It's funny. I have another question I want to ask, and now I don't want to ask it because my sister's involved. So
think of her as your brother.
Gross. Still, I haven't even talked to any of my brothers about this kind of stuff either.
Well, because we have a different relationship, Steve.
Anyways, okay.
I mean, accept it.
Sloppy or not sloppy?
Sloppy dick?
No, like, do you give sloppy or non-sloppy?
It's a lot of tongue.
Okay.
A lot of hands.
Okay.
And
she's like, I just grabbed multiple hands from other people. I'm like, I need help.
Like, hold on, everybody. We need to.
She comes, Dr.
I'm gonna hold your hand, and we're gonna start singing "Kumbaya," and the slappy hands are gonna come out.
Yes.
And it's gonna
there's some
get us through it all.
Involved.
Yeah.
No, it probably is sloppy because I'm not good at it. I don't think.
No. And what I mean by sloppy, or what I mean is like, there's a sloppy blowjob, and what I mean by that is like you use a lot of moisture and saliva and all that kind of stuff. It doesn't mean you're just like
mine are always really sloppy because I make sure my friend's horse is always around, and I make sure that the horse gets involved before I even start.
Yeah.
It's a super bonus if I can borrow a camel for the day and just use a lot of camel spit.
Oh yeah.
It's a blast. It's so much fun.
No, I think moisture is the key in this instance. So yeah, the more
keep your throat lubricated.
The more humps, the better.
Yeah, the more camels, the better. Yeah,
definitely. What about you? I mean, when you do it, is it very sloppy?
When I eat pussy, no.
No.
No, I don't give dick. I've never given.
You don't give dick. Okay.
So
No, I've never given head. It's not my.
I love that. I don't give dick.
Yeah, I don't give dick.
I want to start saying that now instead of like I don't give a shit. I'll be like I don't give a dick.
I don't
It
give a
rolls
dick.
really
Good
nicely.
job.
I don't
Hashtag
give a dick.
I don't give dick.
No, the other day I was like, that
And
guy is
Toby, don't worry, we're not talking about eating you.
for now. But
Although,
the other day I was
don't know. I could put him in a pot roast.
he's pretty cute. I mean,
He'd work like
with
with some fresh potatoes on the side. Mm.
Did you hear about that guy who was found? Who they found 30 eyeballs in his rectum cavity. This guy in Wyoming.
How did he get them there? Was he using
I'm
them
not
as anal
even.
beads?
Let me go with the
Talk
first.
about the brown eye.
Yeah,
The
talk about-
brown-eyed monster.
Yeah.
Let me go with the actual question. What kind of eyes? Like human eyes?
That's a very good question. Cow eyes.
Okay,
Cow eyes.
cow
Okay,
eyes.
that makes sense because it's Wyoming.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly.
Yeah.
He worked actually at I guess
ranch.
a cattle farm.
Cattle ranch?
No.
No.
Like a butchery.
That's
a
a
cattle.
Oh, a slaughterhouse.
A slaughterhouse. Thank
Yeah,
you. That's what I meant. That's what I
slaughterhouse
needed.
Hey,
And
cattle
so he
ranches
was
are usually
smuggling
attached
them.
to them.
Okay.
Wait, he was smuggling them?
Smuggling them in his asshole because
Wait,
he was
he
gonna,
selling them?
No, he was gonna go home and eat them.
You know what? Actually,
Is that a
I want to
delicacy?
look up.
I don't know.
I want to look up the.
Does it make your eyesight better?
No, I want to look up. I'm looking it up right
Yeah,
now
you go ahead and look it up. Natalie and I
cattle
are gonna
eye
ponder on this.
nutritional content because
So, yeah.
here's the thing.
Well, apparently it's good to drink little boys' peas, but they have to be urine, as long as they're 5 and under. That's something that happens in the Middle East.
So my thing is
I
about
see
the
what you did there.
eyes that I'm wondering about is because I know in Japan salmon eyes are very sought after because they contain all the vitamins, and especially for like brain development and so on and so forth. So like salmon eyes are really popular to be eaten. So I'm wondering about cow
eyes. Yeah, there could be some nutrition, like an extreme nutritional.
Cattle eye nutritional content on Google. It comes up with calories in cow eye, which I don't care about the calories.
But yeah, apparently he got pulled over, and the cop asked him to step out of the car, and like
started shitting
some
him out.
eyeballs fell out of his pants. I mean,
Wow.
what a day at work, huh?
Wow.
What a fucking day at work.
He's like, you guys aren't going to believe what I just saw.
Okay, so this is actually on myfitnesspal.com. Sorry.
I saw that.
No, you're fine.
So myfitnesspal.com, calories in cow eye, nutritional facts for a generic cow eye, servings 1 or 2 because 1 just isn't enough. It gives 0% and 0 grams of everything based on a 2,000 calorie diet. I honestly think it's only because nobody's ever
You know what? I think
put
I
it in.
heard about cow eyes somehow.
Is there a dish of cow eyes? That's what I'm curious
Cow
about.
eye
I think it
recipes.
helps with virility.
You think that maybe is what he was
I
going
think
for?
maybe it's almost like a natural Viagra. I'm not.
Cow eyeball recipe, that comes up.
Okay, that's what I'm just curious. I was just wondering.
You
I actually
eat
want to know
cow
if
tongue.
there was
Cow's eye
dishes.
soup. Cow eyeballs.
see-
Snoop's is always a good place to go.
See natural,
I'm just
So
surprised.
did they look like this? The eyes of Texas. Look at them.
Oh, wow.
they
Okay,
look
I'm just
at-
surprised the
they
guy
look
just
like
didn't ask the
mood
company.
How
rings.
did he get them? Well, I guess they're lubricated enough.
Maybe, yeah, definitely.
But I mean, like, if they were just throwing them away, wouldn't he be like, "Hey, could I take these or whatnot?" Like, I don't know why he had to smuggle them. You know, that's just like, because now you're always going to be the guy who has eyeballs in his butt. You know, everywhere he goes.
yeah, and like, what if you don't get them all out?
Yeah,
Oh, this is about
ears looking at you,
McDonald's
kid. Yeah.
using cow eyes in their food.
That's fine. That's McDonald's.
Because a few weeks ago I was watching Politically Incorrect with Bill Maher on TV, and one of the guests
Bill
made a remark. Sorry, I don't watch this shit.
Bill Maher. I like that now.
I don't know who
Mayor of the world.
I don't know who pop culture people are because I don't own a TV. And you have multiple TVs in here, Steve.
Can I have one of your TVs then?
Beware of fast food legends.
Thank you.
particularly because when people say that they're using 100% beef products, they may or may not be using beef fillers, including eyeballs. If you really have doubts about this one, check out their ingredient list, but that can be lied about. Merely meant cow parts. I don't know. This isn't helping me with what I really want to know.
Yeah, I think
I want to know what the
it'll be a mystery forever as far as what that whole get down was.
But there is a recipe for it's a Colombian recipe for cow's eye soup. So
okay,
well, maybe that's what he was going for. Maybe there was a girl. Maybe we don't know the whole story. Maybe he was taking a girl or a guy. He could be maybe, homosexual. Yeah. Taking him out on dates, going to cook him dinner, and the person's like, my favorite dish in the world is cow eye soup. And he's like, I can't afford cow eyes. Cow eyes are like $1 billion. We don't know this. We don't shop for cow eyes.
Yeah.
And then, so he just gathered them all up because he just looked in the thing. He's like, you guys just throwing these out? He's like, yeah, we have to throw them out. He's like, well, can I take them? They're like, no. And then one guy's like, look, you can take them, man, but you got to smuggle them out of here, But the guy just said smuggle them out of him, and this guy gets the idea of like, I should put them in my butt.
Right up the prison pocket.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. I know all about that, baby.
Cow eyes go for $2.75 and upwards on the internet.
Like $200 or $2?
$2.
Okay.
Oh, see you, Jesus.
Here's one for $3.60.
I honestly think this guy had a
weird eyeball fetish.
Yeah, up his butt. I mean, if you think about it, they do kind of resemble anal beads.
They could, or maybe.
I mean, they're wet, they're soft.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe what he does is he does his business.
There's a firmness to him too, though.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe he does his business, and then he has a trick where he pops one out, and he's like, I like to have people watch me do it.
Maybe.
That's how I roll.
I don't know.
Where was this at?
Wyoming.
Oh, okay.
Good old Wyoming.
I was expecting Florida or something with that.
Yeah, me too. But I mean,
Florida
Wyoming makes sense. Wyoming makes sense.
Yeah, Wyoming makes sense because the abundance of cattle.
And
that's weird. Where did you find this story? This is
Natalie knows this one.
You found this one?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, it was a good one.
That was a good one. I liked it. Let's see what you guys did there. So,
I'm glad you saw it.
Yeah.
Okay. But
I guess it was a sight to be seen, not heard.
Yes,
it was heard.
Or heard.
It definitely. Ooh, that's moving. But okay, we're dorks.
Yeah, we're done.
So, Aaron, we didn't really get to catch up on your whole get down sauce. How have you been, darling?
Just doing the dream.
You were on the news, I believe.
I was.
Which
and
is awesome.
Yeah, I was recently on Good News.
Good Morning America.
Good Morning Arizona. And it was basically because I was trying to rob a liquor store, but I was at the Babies R Us. And I kept yelling.
I could see how you could get those confused.
Yeah, they're so confusing.
It happens.
And it was like 9:30 in the morning, and I got really disorientated because I was trying to steal the liquor, and I couldn't find it. And so I started harassing the employees, asking them where the fuck the bourbon was. And when they kept telling me that there was no bourbon there, I
got arrested.
Took some.
Oh yeah.
I actually there's more to it. I took some some of those like awesome fluffy baby blankets.
Oh
and
yeah. Those are awesome.
I tied the employees up to strollers with them and beat them with rattles until they confessed where the booze was. They didn't confess where it was, so I kept going, and then the cops showed up. And I mean, it was fine. It was all just a big misunderstanding.
It was all just
a big misunderstanding. So I walked away with a slap on the wrist because white privilege.
Yeah.
So it's all good. It's
that's
it's
awesome. That is such a fun story.
Yeah. No.
Anyway, the real reason, which I really wish that was the real reason.
I know, right? It's
that
such
would
a better
be
story.
Awesome. Only in Arizona.
Only in Arizona. Anyway, so you were on.
Arizona. Yeah, I was in the news. I did a little DIY tutorial on how to make a flower crown for the company that I work for because we're hosting a class in a few weeks, and we just wanted to advertise So
yeah.
So did they contact you guys on the story, or did you guys go like, hey, I got a new huge flower story?
To be honest, I don't know because
Okay.
I basically was just told, hey, we're doing a media drop and you're up. So, which is fine because I was like, okay, whatever. Like,
So how was it like behind the scenes? Like that? Did you had to go to Channel 3?
So we went down to the station.
Okay, I was about to say, I was like, you guys got a nice flower shop.
Oh God, no! Our place is so dirty. Dirty birdie.
Well, yeah, it is
there.
dirty. Well, I assume your place is like a ghetto just because of like it's like people are stealing lunches and all that kind of stuff.
Not anymore. We nabbed that one in the butt. Which I don't know if that episode ever went out.
Bandit.
I don't know if that episode ever got posted, so I don't know if I can continue that tale or not.
You can just have to find the episode and then post it again.
We'll talk about we'll talk about that
Anyways,
later.
back to that was a station I've never been.
It was nice. I mean, I didn't see a lot of. Well, I saw a lot of it actually. So it was it's one of those things. Whenever you do call for anything, like you always have to be there way earlier than they need you, and it's a lot of like waiting around. Like I got there at 8 in the morning, 8:15, and my segment wasn't until 9:20.
Okay.
And it was live, so that was cool.
So scary. God damn. I don't know. I mean, you were fine.
Aaron's
but
done theater.
Well, that's the thing.
That's
I
true.
kept joking about it because one of my bosses who initially was like, "Hey, we're doing this thing. Would you want to do it?" I was like, "Oh yeah, sure." She's like, she told everyone else, she's like, she didn't even flinch. She was like, yeah, let's do it.
No, yeah.
But yeah, I did theater and speech and debate in high school.
Yeah.
So all of that pays off. Public speaking, dudes.
Aaron's like, that's how you make a flower crown.
Yeah,
That's the
seriously.
line.
Like, not even
Girls like, could you not do that? That's
a flinch or a mistake. I mean, she didn't like trip over her words. Everything was clear as a fucking basket.
Boop.
But so, I mean, it was awesome.
But yeah, so it was like I got there and I'm just like hanging out. Like,
did they have like coffee and donuts and like?
Oh
all the
yeah, like they
food?
were like, oh, there's water if you need it. There's glasses in the cabinet, or you can pull a bottled one out of the fridge. And I was like, okay. Because basically,
where's the bourbon?
Well, yeah, right, motherfuckers. Don't they
Ron
know?
Burgundy.
Like, right, exactly. There's no scotch. I'm not doing it.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it was fun because it's funny how they use their workspace, to be honest, because where we filmed, they call it the cafe, but it's really just their lunchroom.
Huh.
So that's a fancy lunchroom, but because it still serves a dual purpose,
Right.
and so that was fun. Two, it was like as we were leaving, I went to go down one aisle of all these cubicles and realized like, oh, I can't go there because they're literally filming in front of all the people working on their computers. Like they basically just like film segments all over the place.
Here
Just,
is our bathroom.
right.
If you notice, we have a
Like-
toilet that has two separate stall. Anyway.
Yeah, they're like, oh, we're doing a segment on bathroom cleanliness. Well, let's just do it in our own.
Yeah.
Did you know your toilet seat might actually be cleaner than your kitchen counter?
Might even
Coming up
tackle you.
coming up after this break.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it was fun. Like the woman that I did the segment with, she was awesome. She was really
cool.
hilarious, and she like made us take a selfie and
Yeah,
was like
I saw that.
hashtagging it right before we even started the segment, and it was fun. I guess they liked it enough. Well, I don't know if it's Channel 3 again, but somebody liked it enough that I get to do another one in like a week. So I guess I'm now the go-to
Awesome. Oh my
person
God. that
for
is
our company
so
to
awesome.
yeah, which is fine because I mean
Can I have
ended
your
up
autograph?
okay,
Thanks.
and my work was
Will you sign my
recently
tits?
published in one of the
Oh yeah.
the local bridal magazines, Arizona Weddings. A lot of my stuff is in there through the company that I work for, so it's cool, you know. it's just really nice to have like professional photos of the stuff that I did.
When you're famous, don't forget about me.
I'm not gonna no.
When your flowers are famous, don't forget about me.
They're gonna wilt before that happens.
Oh, okay. That was good. That was good.
So back to crazy stories though. Speaking of the eyeballs.
Oh.
I want to talk about the local Phoenix man. Steve, did you hear about this?
No.
He decapitated his dog and his wife before gouging out an eyeball and trying to cut off his own arm.
Oh.
Yeah.
Did they catch him?
Yeah, no, he was in, I
would assume.
Yeah. Last I heard, he was still at the hospital, and they were waiting a couple of days before they would process him into the jails. Mm-hmm. But with his history, I'm sure he's just going to end up in like a psychiatric facility. So he and his wife met at a mental health care facility. And
I was waiting for you to be like, they met on OkCupid.
They did, well,
that's where love flourishes.
That's where it happens.
In
no,
mental
it was
hospitals.
Plenty of Fish.
Yeah.
Isn't that the Christian one? Right?
I don't know.
No,
I
there's Christian Mingles.
Oh, I thought Plenty of
There's
Fish
also
was...
J-Date and...
there's also Positive Partners for people that have some, like, an STD.
Yeah, there's a VD one.
Wow.
There's also Meet Blacks. Not kidding, that's what it's called.
Meet Black.
And it's just for black on black action, I guess.
Well,
or if you're into...
black paint.
I guess.
You just want to paint your door black. You really like that Rolling Stone song. No, I mean, stuff like that makes sense, though, because, to be honest, there are people out, like, I mean, that's why dating sites exist in the first place, is because people don't want to spend their time trying to meet people in the real world. I don't know why. That's just such a fucking crazy idea. So they'd rather do it through their computer screens, but they have preferences. I'm sure there's furry dating sites and brony dating sites.
Anal cavity eyeball stuffer.
Yeah, right? Yeah. There is a dating site for that man in Wyoming.
Oh, there is.
And maybe that's why...
He's like, I was on my way to a date.
That's where he was going. Yeah.
So it makes sense because there are people who have preferences, and they would much rather go to a website that caters to those things or...
Caters. This is the cow eye.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, it's good.
I wonder if he was driving a Cadillac too when he was doing it.
Cadillac.
Yeah.
No.
Well, and I'm sure there's probably, like, I don't know any names of them, but I know there's got to be like Latino dating sites. I mean, it's basically, what is it, Rule 34?
Yeah, for the internet.
Yeah, so Rule 34 for the internet, that also exists for dating sites. At this point in time,
that is.
It means if you can think of any idea, there's a fetish for it.
Yeah, there's something for it. There's something out
sexually out there on the internet for that thing.
That's funny.
Muffin tins, it's on there.
Muffin tins?
Muffin tins.
Muffin
tins. Tins, like what you use to bake muffins in.
Oh, got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's got to be some sort of porn out there for muffin tins.
Including muffin tins.
Yeah, there's,
I like blueberry muffins.
Right, exactly. You sound a little too much like Uncle Todd right now.
Oh, Uncle Todd. Who's Uncle Todd?
I'm kidding. We don't have an Uncle Todd.
Tad.
But
yeah, no, that's exciting.
Yeah, so dating sites, those are interesting.
Yeah.
I'm scared.
Could we
of them.
ask you about your love life, Steve? I feel like it's been a while, and I would like to know
since we talked about my love life. It's been a while. What do you want to know?
Well, I heard that you're into. I guess you could say dipping your ink in many different. Dipping your pen. Sorry. Okay, so this is my first
dipping
day.
My pen
in different
company ink.
In company inks and several different inks.
Well, several different inks.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know
that
about
you're
that
more.
one.
Yeah.
I want to
not being serious.
Well, yeah, no, I don't know. I'm just I don't know what to say. I'm just out there just doing my thing, I guess. I don't know. I haven't really, I guess,
met
somebody I want to. Basically, my idea is what I came to the realization, and I'm okay with it, and this isn't like trying to be like, I'm trying not to be that person that's like, oh, I'm down, I'm so depressed, I'm never gonna find, love or anything like that. Yeah. Like, no, how I put it, like, I've been a lot more positive in the past, couple of months from everything that's happened to me in the past and everything like that. So, but I was trying to get at is the fact that I was like, I look at it as like, I'm the perfect, I guess, rebound guy for women. Where they can get into this good relationship, it ends badly, they meet me, I build their confidence back up, I give them the lay that they need and everything like that, and then they go,
you send them off.
And they can go off onto their way and move on, and I'm okay with that.
Like, good luck, Chuck.
Like, I'm fine. Yeah, I'm fine with that.
That's actually a great thing, especially if you're not looking for a commitment or anything at this point. You're just looking for like
that's the thing. I'm just looking like, look, I just want. Okay, I run a podcast network. I do a lot of podcasts again. I like to play my video games. I like to have my me time, but I do like to go out and have fun and everything like that. And not necessarily do I have to, every time my friends and I go to a bar, I have to find the one night stand or whatnot. I just like chilling and stuff. Now look, if something comes along and I'm like, hey, there's something really cool, yeah, I'll try for it or whatnot. But at this point, I'm just like, what happens, it happens. I mean, I already have friends trying to hook me up with somebody. I don't know if it's going to work or not, because I look at the pictures of the girl going like, she is way out of my league, so I don't know.
That's a mistake right there.
You see those memes all the time, profile picture versus picture tagged.
Yeah.
But, but unless, I don't know, do you know somebody in mind or something? Usually when this, I'm just saying, usually when this question comes up from other women, they're like, so I know this girl, and she's really like, cute.
She's only your third cousin, but I mean, I think you guys would really hit it off.
Funny though.
She has a hollow leg, but it's fine.
But it's okay. She puts liquor in it.
Yeah.
She's the best to take to festivals.
She's like,
firewood.
She's a really good listener because she is blind.
And she can't go anywhere.
She's also
she can't leave.
She's very codependent because she's a quadriplegic.
But she has a hollow leg.
She only can afford the one. So it's... And she also has this weird fetish for guys shoving cow eyes in their butts.
You're like a perfect match.
You're like a perfect match.
I think it's love.
I hear wedding bells, but she also hears them too because she's deaf.
And blind.
And blind, yeah. So
she's
mine is
fun.
that good listener thing. She just sits there.
And just stares
Look,
at you.
Steve, I got the greatest girl for you. She's a vegetable, so she can't, run away.
So the only time you can visit her is if you hit up the Mayo Clinic, but, her door's always open, and she's always happy to see you.
She can keep your seat really warm.
Yeah.
For you.
So,
So it's going to be really good.
So you should totally bring her to my friend's wedding.
Except you can't because she's hooked up to the machines and everything at the Mayo.
Yeah.
So you could Skype with her. You can Skype her.
Don't call them machines, they're robots.
And you could just FaceTime her and Skype her to the wedding. So it's almost like she's there.
But she's not. But then all my hot single friends that will be at the wedding will know you're taking.
Yeah, they'll know you got somebody.
You don't have to worry.
And they're going to be like, oh my God, he's dating this girl who can't even attend the wedding.
And then she's like,
oh my God.
They're going to be all over you.
They're going to be like, why does my husband of 5 years suck so bad?
So bad.
All he does is make really, really bad beer and shit in the toilet.
Fart.
I'm glad he shits in the toilet because mine just shits in the really good beer he makes and then serves it at dinner parties.
I wonder if that.
Oh my God.
He calls them his shit off ice.
Oh my God.
That sounds
pretty funny though. He's got a great sense of humor.
I kind of love him.
Oh my God.
Oh, there's one of my exes now. That's nice.
Oh.
Did I tell you? I don't even know if it's an ex. Did I tell you that weird story?
No.
Okay, so this is why I'm very hesitant with anything when it comes to relationships or whatnot, because I'm just going to put it out here. Women, and I know what women will say, I don't want to hurt his feelings, I don't want to do that. Fucking just be honest.
Men do that shit too, though.
No.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, get off your fucking dirty balls, and everyone just be honest with each other and shit like that. Okay, so there's this girl. We're still friends on Facebook. No. Okay, so I met her at Sammy's party, and we hung out for a bit. Like, it wasn't even, like, dating, but we did, like, make out and do all that kind of stuff. We didn't, like, have sex or anything like that, but it was just, like, we were hanging out, and then all of a sudden,
Third
like...
base?
Oh, dude, yeah.
Okay.
I will not talk about that story.
Did you puke on your dick?
No, she never... You know what?
Oh, wait, we made that joke that... We talked about that already. You've never been
actually, you know what? Never got anything.
No dancers?
It was all
I did everything.
You did it all. She was just like...
Yeah, but anyways...
we actually have I had a friend when she was younger, like late teens, early 20s. Her philosophy on hooking up with guys was that they should be getting off because they were getting her off.
Oh.
And I'm fine with that, actually.
And some people really work on that.
Yeah, that's true.
But for other individuals, it's more about the...
Yeah, like, I don't mind if you
masturbate
while you eat me out. Like, I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Anyway, so I think we, like, hung out for, like, maybe a month and a half or something like that. And then all of a sudden, she just stopped talking to me.
Okay.
And that was it.
Okay.
No rhyme, no reason. I have no idea what happened.
Did you ask?
Yeah, I hit her up with a message going, hey, did you want to hang out tonight? And no reason. She goes, oh, yeah, I'm really tired. Do you want to hang out tomorrow night? I go, yeah, that's fine. Then Saturday rolled around. Hit her up during the day. Anything going on tonight? Nothing. Okay. Hit her up that night. Did you still want to hang out? Like, it wasn't even like late. It was like, like I hit her up in the morning, then I hit her up in the afternoon. Like, I wasn't consistently hitting her up. I was just like, and then finally at night going like we hit about 6 ago. Hey, if you still want to hang out, let me know. If not, then I'll make other plans.
Yeah.
And then finally, then she was like, Sunday rolls around and I didn't hear anything. So I was like, all right. So I called her, just going like, is everything okay? Kind of thing. Yeah. Like, what's going on? You know? And then she's like, oh no, I'm just. She hangs up the phone right away. So I'm like, awesome sign.
Okay.
And then she hits me a text back going like, oh, I'm sorry, hanging out with the family right now. I go, oh, no, that's fine. How about you call me when you're done? Because I'm like, obviously, there's got to be a conversation that's coming. And I'm fine with the conversation that's coming. Like, this is the thing. This is the thing that pissed me off. I did not see this going anywhere, actually. Because it was like me just coming back into the thing and whatnot. This was a girl who was interested in me and was pursuing me. So I was like, all right, I'll see where this goes. But I was kind of like, the thing is, like, she's really cool to hang out with. She's really fun and everything. That I was like, okay, if this didn't go the way that romantic way, I still want to hang out with this person. I was like, I thought she was a cool person.
Yeah.
And then it's like she just totally botched that. So I was like, well, that kind of fucking sucks. It's like I lost a friend.
But did she ever call you after the family thing?
No, she never talked. I haven't spoken to her since. And it was weird because it was like a couple months down the line, all of a sudden, like she liked something on my Facebook page, and I was like,
she probably had a yeast infection, a really bad one that made her incapacitated.
Or she's just so weird.
I don't know. It was just very weird. I mean, I didn't wish her any harm or anything like that or whatnot. It was just like I was just like, okay, that's fine. So.
Well, I mean, it would have been nice if she was just like, hey, bro.
Because if she literally came out and said like, hey, look, I like you as a friend, and so I'd been like, you know what, I was feeling the same thing. I'm like, we can still be friends. I'm cool with that. I'm like, we haven't gone to the point of no return kind of thing where it would be awkward. Because it's like we haven't done the whole like, oh, we've both seen each other naked kind of thing.
Can we cue that Phantom of the Opera song?
Why?
The point of no return. Isn't that a?
I don't know.
That's that sounds like it.
But anyways, it's just weird.
Yeah.
Women are weird.
Yeah, we are.
Humans but then again, guys are weird too.
This is the thing. Humans are weird. Humans are just fucking weird. So lay off the bath salts, everyone, and don't decapitate your dog.
Yeah, they're
back to that story.
Yeah.
Like you went to leave to do something, and I was like, so let's talk about your love life, Steve.
Well, because that's more interesting.
Let's just
and then I'll be here with cricket.
Let's go meet emo Steve for a bit.
No, but seriously though, like just lay off the bath salts and the meth, especially if you're already unstable. Which, who isn't? And don't decapitate your dog.
Yeah, that's just wrong.
You should probably not decapitate your wife either. I'm sure you guys could work. I'm sure you guys could maybe at least try a few counseling sessions before it gets to that point.
I mean, or you just...
You know what I wonder the story? I wonder the story is if he decapitated his wife first, and then he looks over and he's like, oh, damn it, the bitch saw him do it. Gotta get rid of the evidence. And then he just killed the dog out of this, like, mental state.
Well, that's the thing, too. Like, I want to know who went first, the dog or the lady.
Or the arm.
Or the arm. Or the eye.
Or the eye.
Did he, like, try to take his eye out, and then the wife was like, don't do it, and then he was like,
don't tell me what to do!
And then what if he missed trying to decapitate her and got his arm
cut
first?
off his arm and then used his arm
to decapitate her.
So it was like, you know... It was my arm.
Yeah, there's a lot of unsolved.
This sounds like a CSI episode right now.
Yeah, it is. What the fuck?
I know.
Phoenix, I want to know the answers.
Which the police department is hiring 400 police officers.
Correctional officers or
no,
like
the
actual police
officers. Yeah, and I kind of would want to be a police officer only because I know.
We'll get all that self-defense training
all
you
the
were talking
self-defense
about.
training. I'll have a fucking gun.
Yeah.
And, you know, I know bad people. I know what people do because I do it. So if I can smell a fucking killer or...
Although, Natalie, I question your integrity just a little bit.
Yeah. No, I'll definitely be doing some shady shit.
Yeah, because I feel like if you are like, oh, I gotta give this guy a ticket for a parking violation... And he ends up being gorgeous, and then you search his trunk, and it's full of like the most amazing weed you've ever seen.
Oh yeah,
I think you would let him off for
he's coming home
a bone and all the weed. Yeah.
We need to come up with some great CSI stuff. You know, like when the guy says something, puts his glasses on for that whole scenario that happened. Yeah. So it'd be like. Either way, the bitch had to die.
That was awesome, yes. Or...
So, Natalie, if you become a police officer, will you just wear a GoPro all the time? Would you be willing to be one of those cops that is videotaped all the time?
Oh, of course. I'd be doing some sick shit. Like, awesome shit.
So if you're
she's all like grinding,
though, you can't...
doing like skateboard moves, like check me out, check out my GoPro. The cops
grinding
are like,
on the police car.
Chief's like, you know, this is not what I signed you up. Too old for this shit. You out there grinding?
I'm too old for this shit.
Too old for this shit. You out there grinding?
The commission's already right in my ass.
Yeah. I don't know.
You think you can just go out there and skateboard?
What are the requirements for being allowed as a recruit?
So you have to pass
it's physical
written
fitness.
Yeah, you have to pass the written test,
which can't be that difficult.
No, and then the physical agility test,
which I think is probably more
by far
difficult than the.
But
written.
I would love to like get in shape and do some like backflips.
But I'm wondering about some areas.
Sorry, I just came up with another good line for that guy's story. But go ahead.
I'm just wondering, like, would my recent incident at the Babies R Us bar me from being able to apply for a position?
Yeah, I don't think you can have any criminal.
I talked to a cop. He has 2 DUIs.
Really?
Yes.
I think it depends. Like, unless it's like something like
felonies.
Yeah,
no.
But misdemeanors okay.
Yeah, I think a misdemeanor's okay because it's like they'd be like you have a speeding ticket or something.
I
want to
watch Police Academy right
now. But here's another great line for that guy who chopped off his wife's head and his dog's head and then chopped off his arm. Mm-hmm. I guess you could say we caught the one-armed bandits.
Ooh.
I totally missed the cue on that one too. You guys are not coming up with shit.
I was just about to.
What were you coming up with? Oh, hold on. I'm gonna get ready for it. Ready?
I could have eyeballed that case from a mile away.
Ooh.
Ah, shit. We're gonna have to redo it.
Yeah, you sounded like shit.
This is why I'm not the sound guy anymore.
Oh, shit.
You're fired.
Actually, that was the funniest comic somebody made. Was a girl was all like, "Look, it seems we found a semen in the ear of the victim," and he goes, "I guess you could say she heard him coming." Yeah!
a good one. I like that one.
I thought it was like a Nordic fisherman.
No.
No.
Yeah. So, I forget where we're going, but
yeah. So, you tagged me in a photo.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So, Natalie, you recently stayed at a semi-famous resort in Arizona that will be closing in December.
Best time of my life.
And I'm wondering what your feelings are on this place.
To be honest,
down.
I think it would fucking suck. I had the privilege of having 2 separate occasions of going to jail. And the first time I had to go, the tents were closed because they were doing some renovation, so I had to actually stay in the dorms with all the fucking crazy, no eyebrows, shanking just bitches. Straight up thunder cunts.
Not people that were in for nonviolent crimes and parole violations.
Like serious drug offenders.
Yeah.
And,
so you were in a more... Because I feel like the tents is like a low...
Very low.
Security where you were in...
Medium. I would say medium.
You weren't in like a maximum, but you were...
Minimum to medium.
Yeah.
And it fucking sucked. Like, yeah, there was air conditioning, but I mean... I was getting yelled at all the time by the guards. It was
like, put your pants back on.
Yeah, Natalie, that's your 8th shower. Get out of there.
I'm too old for this shit.
I'm retiring. No, but
Riggs,
and all because of you. Yeah, because they don't know how to pronounce your last name.
Too old for this shit. This is one more day and then I'm retired. No more of this coochie cooch in the shower. Sick of it. Damn girls getting all drunk in their drunk tanks.
I don't even know what you're dropping in there. There's no soap. What are you dropping?
Yeah. There's no reason. What are you even doing to her? There's no pegging. There's no other phallic objects.
There's nothing in there. What are you dropping?
I even gave you the soap on a rope. Riggs!
And you even
for the last time, my name is Drew.
Yeah.
Shh, what the fuck, man? You've been here a day. Riggs.
I'm throwing the book at you, son. But yeah. So to be honest, like I heard it's not true. I don't think they're closing down the tents.
See,
oh, that's what you're talking about.
I'm
like, what's this resort? I want to go.
No, this was.
Well, I'll tell you how.
The Maricopa County board of whatever, they decided on, it was like mid-July, they voted unanimously, supposedly, to close down Tent City because of its...
We built Tent City.
A violation. We built Tent City on but basically, this all comes out of Joe Arpaio has been spending a lot of time in the hot seat lately.
Oh, sure has.
And he actually has another court date coming up in just a few weeks, in like a week.
He should get a podcast.
And I think he's already got
a podcast on the moon.
Yeah,
and
no,
I'm like. Or how about like in that way far planet XR23?
Can we have
Pluto's cool.
And maybe our NASA technology isn't strong enough yet, but let's make him the test pilot.
Oh, and Mars.
And hopefully it'll just before he arrives.
Yeah.
But yeah, like basically it's a whole thing about the inhumane way that he's treated, and it's some people are gonna rally like, well, they're prisoners, but a couple, like last year I think it was one of the heat wave days in Arizona where it was like 118 outside, and Sheriff Joe was bragging that the temperature inside the tents was 145 degrees, and the outside fans that they had for the inmates didn't work. Yeah. And there's not plenty of water. And that's the thing. It's like, I get it, these people are prisoners, but
a DUI isn't worth dying over. I mean,
Right.
I'm not worth, but it's not.
This is the thing, though. It's like in Tent City, you
got
are being
DUI,
housed.
you're
The people that are being housed in that facility are people that are in there for misdemeanors.
Right. I mean, there was grandmas.
Yeah.
60-year-old women in there.
Yeah.
It's a little hot in here. Well, I'll be damned.
And that's it. And like you get 2 meals a day, and the
They're
bread's
not
moldy,
meals.
and they're not exactly.
Flies won't even land on that
Exactly.
shit. Like
So
the birds stay clear of it.
That's why they're working towards trying to close the facility. If it happens in December, that would be awesome. But what it is right now is they're saying anybody who's housed there at the time of it shutting down, they're just going to go to other facilities or other housing, but they haven't disclosed where. However, this next court trial that's coming up for Mr. Arpaio is literally like 5 days from now, and it is again going to be about his abuse of power and his racial profiling and just the fact that he's a fucking like, dude, you're like what, 90?
Yeah.
You're pushing 90. Fucking retire already.
Oh my god.
He's old. He's older than like
he's old.
He's old. He's up there. Like he's definitely in his early 80s.
Yeah, he needs
at the youngest
to be out because like that type of thinking that.
Which is why y'all need to start fucking voting. Local listeners, start fucking voting in the local elections. Because Sun City ain't gonna die anytime soon, and that's the only reason why he keeps getting reelected for sheriff.
Oh yeah. Well, did you hear? Well, I
just don't like teenage kids drinking and driving, and I don't like.
Especially for
Mexicans. I just don't like them. But anyways, Tent City was the greatest place ever built. You ever see 2 girls lather themselves up, drop the soap? It's a beautiful thing. Oh, God. Look at me masturbate right now.
Yeah, you could also just like hit up any college dorm bathroom anywhere USA.
Look, I'm not allowed on college property.
Well, there's a reason for that.
You ever remember Showbiz Pizza? I used to roll.
Oh my god.
Speaking of showbiz, I gotta use the toilet.
Yeah. Careful, Toby's showering in there.
You can probably end the show because you guys are hitting an hour right now. So
well, that is a fantastic thing.
Before we end this little segment, though, since we were talking so much about,
I will get access. It's like a teddy bear picnic.
Anybody hear the big news about Kevin Bacon?
He wants to be naked.
He wants to be naked all the time.
So what's wrong with that?
I think it's awesome. He's petitioning.
Let his bacon fly.
He's trying to work towards equality in Hollywood through shaking his dangling.
So he wants to see more penis.
He wants to see more male nudity, period.
Is he gay?
That's exactly where I was going to go with that.
Or is he bi? I mean, there's no problem with that.
I think he's bi.
I have no problem with people being gay or bi.
Honestly,
because my motto is let the gays be gay.
I'm thinking he's speaking for the people, to be honest.
Yeah, that's the only ones that do.
I think he's just speaking for the people because, okay, does anybody else get tired of seeing just like female ass and titties?
I will put it this way. The only time you ever see male nudity is in a comedy.
Yeah, and it's always the butt.
And it's always
Sarah Marshall.
Well, yeah.
But I'm saying, like, if you want to see male full frontal nudity, it's always in a comedy.
There wasn't even male frontal nudity in 50 Shades of Motherfucking Grey.
Okay, well, that's
I didn't see the movie.
Horrible.
You saw a shaft.
I didn't even see it, but that's not, no. That's not acceptable.
I know.
I was
okay, Jason Segel was butt-ass naked, full frontal, dangling, hanging, and everything.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. The only time you ever see a naked man in a movie is a comedy.
Right.
And sometimes it's not even real. It's not even a prosthetic dick.
And that's what I think is like, I think it's great that, and two, I get it. Like, Kevin Bacon just wants to be naked. He was, like, if you see the video, he's pitching all sorts of ideas. He's like, hey, Marvel, I got an idea. I got an infinity stone in my dick. And it's a hilarious video.
That's funny.
It's really funny
I'll
the way
agree with
that he
Kevin
goes
Bacon,
about
but
it.
when you start messing with the Marvel, okay, Infinity Stone can't be in your dick, man, because then you're just gonna die. Okay, what you need to do is have a thong with the Infinity Stone on, and then Thanos steals your thong, and then your dick just hanging out. You're just like, oh my God, Thanos stole my thong! You just see a big old dick.
So the approach that Kevin Bacon has to the whole thing is pretty hilarious. The video is great. I posted it on our Facebook page. So anybody who's listening who hasn't seen it yet, you can watch Kevin Bacon talk about freeing the bacon.
That is on your...
March on with the penis.
And I get where he's coming from, because it's kind of bullshit that...
No, it is. It's definitely
It's
unfair.
always women's bodies being...
Well, and like, do they think that women don't like to see penis? Because I fucking get a hell of a kick out of it. I enjoy it.
Look, I put it this way: women are about as up in love sex as much as we do. Whether or not they have, for some reason, whether or not they have to hide it because of society or whatnot. But I'm like, dude, look, if a guy can sit there and talk about they'll be like, oh, dude, last night I was with this chick and everything. I feel like a girl can sit there with her girlfriends and be like, dude, I hooked up with this guy last night.
We do.
Yeah, but you hear
a lot of it.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Yeah. There's that one woman that's in another table and whatnot that's like, oh my god, what a slut, what a whore.
Okay.
Well, Amy does a really funny.
It's like, well, yeah, because you think she's a whore because you're a prude and you haven't had sex in 20 years.
Right. But my other thing is I think it's really great that a male celebrity is voicing his opinion. He wants his body to be objectified. He wants it.
His body.
He wants it. And I think we should let him do it. And I think we should let all the other male celebrities have their bodies objectified the way that women's bodies have been objectified for years.
Yeah.
Whether they wanted it or not.
Another movie where you get to see dong.
Unpackage the bacon.
Zach and Mary make a porno.
Yeah.
Jason Mewes.
But again, it's a comedy.
That was good.
That's what I'm saying. It's a comedy.
It's always a funny thing.
The Antichrist shows William Dafoe's gigantic.
Is it really his?
No. Yes, it is. It's really his. It's
really?
Huge.
Well, actually, here's something for you ladies to know.
It's humongous.
Liam Neeson has a huge dick.
And Steve knows all of this from personal experience.
I know all this from personal experience. He's like, Steven, you're going to be taken by my dick.
Right.
John Hamm from Mad Men.
You called me crying after that day.
Yeah.
He has a huge dick.
Huge one.
Michael Fassbender has a huge penis.
Fassbender. Wow.
Yeah.
Well, what a name.
Yeah. Well, apparently Michael Douglas just said that he has a huge rod.
He also claims that his throat cancer was from eating too much pussy.
Dick.
Okay, look, I don't even care because Michael Douglas redeemed himself in the Ant-Man movie.
I haven't seen that.
Are you kidding me?
Did you see Ant-Man?
I saw the end of it.
Ant-Man was phenomenal.
Are you serious?
I fucking love Ant-Man.
Oh my god. I don't know if I was just too stoned and it just was like, what
over your head.
Dude, Ant-Man was...
No, just like, this is terrible acting.
What?
This is bad. I mean, it was not believable in the slightest. I was like, it was overacting. It
was nothing of the sort. The best part about Ant-Man is the fact that it wasn't a superhero movie, that the fact that it was a heist movie, and it was the most fun I had at the movies since
Jurassic Park.
No, since Guardians of the Galaxy.
Fuck you. You love Jurassic Park, and
I've
you know it.
I've seen it twice.
Oh my god, that was terrible.
What, Jurassic World?
Jurassic World.
Natalie, you're out. Okay, you know what? My sister
never agree on
my
these
sister
things,
and I are doing
Steve.
our own podcast.
I was talking about Jurassic,
you know this.
Jurassic everything.
No, I love Jurassic
I mean, it was
World.
no blood, dinosaur blood, but
okay. This is what I want to know. Okay, I'm going in. Well, this is the thing. Okay. You didn't like the movie, and that's fine. Everyone's entitled to their opinion because I'm done being that guy going like, "Oh, fuck you," kind of thing.
Good.
I go into movies now. And I'm like,
you shoot up the place.
And I go, no, I'm not some fucking douchebag. Which my idea for that whole thing, everyone's getting pissed off about. My idea is like, okay, look, make a time machine. I go back in
metal
time.
detectors at the movie theaters.
Hear me out.
It's gonna be soon.
Hear me out.
Because we just can't figure
another
out
shooting
gun
today.
laws.
Hear me out. Make a time machine. I go back in time. That guy goes to shoot up the place. Who drops down from the Raptor? Motherfucking Batman.
Marty McFly.
No, motherfucking Batman drops down.
Yeah.
I drop down and grab this motherfucker. Do you know how much he would shit his pants? Going like thinking I was going to shoot up this place and Batman just broke every fucking bone in my body?
Hold on, though.
Yeah, but what if you just like, it
how,
doesn't, the rope gets caught and you just dangle there?
No, I do training.
Not even that.
Okay.
Depending on how...
This is the good part about time travel. I can keep doing it over and over again. It's like,
okay.
do over!
Hold on, though. But
time out.
if this person had, like, smoked 15 bowls of bath salts, they might have been talking to Batman all day.
Doesn't matter, man. Anyways, back to movies and my opinion of movies. Basically, if I go to
nudity in movies.
Nudity
is what
movie's
it's
fine.
about.
But if I go to a movie now, like I want to see something, like okay, I don't give it any expectation anymore. I go in. If I leave the movie and I was entertained, movie did its job.
I'm gonna have expectations if I'm spending a motherfucking over $8.
Okay, well, why would you go see that movie then?
Well, right? Because it was advertised.
You know what turned me around? You know what turned me around?
That's why I don't go to the
Ghostbusters.
movies unless other people play it.
The new Ghostbusters.
That's already out?
No, it's not.
Oh.
Comes out next year, but it turned me around because everybody was pissed off. Everyone's complaining about women, but I'm sitting there going like, and I'm sitting there going like, wait a minute, people, you're forgetting the one fucking fact here. We're getting a new fucking Ghostbusters movie.
It could be terrible. I still can't finish the second Anchorman.
Oh, well, that's just horrible.
It's
Okay,
bad.
first off, Anchorman, first movie.
Oh my god, amazing.
Phenomenal. Why would you need a sequel? Why would you need a sequel?
Because you want to laugh at those awesome news team
it was
members
fine.
again.
It was fine with the way it was. It was wrapped up and everything was golden.
Same thing with Wet Hot American Summer, the series. It's awesome.
Dude, I love Wet Hot American Summer, and I love the fucking series.
I don't get it.
It's
Okay.
so good.
I think the thing is, too, though, Steve, like, you recently watched Wet Hot American Summer. I watched it when I was, like, 18, and I've loved it this entire time.
Okay, but this is the thing, though. This is what I'm
more.
trying to figure out, though. We had a guest on the show,
Yeah.
and we brought this up. Matthew and I both watched it, and we feel the same way, where it was like, it was on, but we weren't really like, we could do other stuff. Like, it wasn't something that grabbed us that we were like, we had to sit and watch it. But the girl who was on the show was like, I love the movie. So we're thinking it's like a weird generation gap.
It's not a generation
It
gap
has to
because
be.
you're not that much older than me.
But that's the weird part. Either are we from her. That's what I'm saying. It's like this weird, like 2-year generation gap.
Did you decide, like, fuck the series?
No, I'm still watching it because I'm trying to figure out.
The thing that's so great about this series is that it's these characters,
Same characters
doing the first day of camp before the movie actually happens, and it's 15 years fucking later.
Yeah.
So it's these actors playing the same characters 15 years later.
Cameos
and
and
John
it's
Hamm.
before
There's a bunch of cameos
It's
in it,
so
but
great.
the only person that bugs me, because I'm a huge person of continuity, and I need things and timelines to be lined up, I'm like, why is this guy fat? He
But
should have
that's why
lost
it's
the
funny.
weight. It's
That's
not
why
funny.
it's funny. It's
I'm looking at
hilarious.
this going like, everybody else stayed in shape. Why can't you?
Okay, no, but this is the
Even
other
the fat guy stayed
Well,
fat.
everyone looks, very old.
Yeah.
No, actually, that's the thing.
No,
You look
Paul
at
Rudd doesn't fucking age because he is a god among men.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, but everybody else in that series looks exactly
No.
the same. They did
they
from
don't.
yes,
No,
they
they
except for the
don't.
fat guy.
no,
Who wasn't
you
fat.
you can see the visible age on these
On the
individuals.
actors.
And
And
they-
it's funny
And
that
they
they're
do it on
doing
purpose.
it.
They make
Yeah.
sure to,
And
they
I'm-
didn't
That's
cover
what's funny.
Spoilers,
That's why
spoilers.
it's
I'm kind of
funny.
angry. Archer dies and becomes a can of
Yeah.
whatever.
But that's
not.
because they're doing the prequel to the movie
Okay, but
where the
why?
chef is talking to that can of mixed vegetables the whole time. It's because that's fucking Mitch.
But it doesn't. No.
It makes total sense, Steve.
It's very much
It's
sense.
okay
Their
if you don't get it.
No, I get it.
It's
the
not your
continuity-
jam.
the
It is not
continuity
your
is just
Huckleberry.
all over the place.
It is not your
I know, that's
Huckleberry
why it's funny.
pancakes. I get
I'm
it.
glad that they didn't. That they
But I
did
think
it
it's
rather
brilliant.
than they didn't.
I think it's brilliant.
Was it
it's wonderful.
really
I
something
love
we
it.
were all clamoring for?
No,
Yes.
it was a nice surprise. I didn't know it was going to happen.
I was like,
This is what Matthew and I did. We go.
when I found out, I was like, fuck
this is
yes.
the thing. Okay, Matthew and I see this thing, Wet Hot American Summer, and we go, oh, they're making a series of this. I'm like, I keep seeing this on Netflix, and I'm looking at Matthew going like, there's a shit ton of people in this. Oh my god, this is from a movie. Like we're like,
Comedy
this is
gold.
awesome. This is gonna be comedy gold. Same thing. Now this is the thing. How did you watch it?
I watched it with my friend Chelsea Marks.
That's it. That's the thing. We all watched it by ourselves. I have a feeling.
I
that's-
watched it alone.
Natalie, you do not count because you do not like Ant-Man.
I will
Saw
probably
that
never
coming
see
a
Ant-Man.
mile away.
So
Yeah, you know who
Ant-Man.
didn't see that coming?
The man without his eyeball.
The man with the cow eyes in his butt.
No, I
Good work,
fucking
detective.
love how American Summer.
No,
I
I'm
thought
just
the
kidding.
series was
No,
awesome.
I'm watching. Oh, did you already finish
It
the
was
series?
awesome.
It's
No,
only
like-
8 episodes, so that
Yeah.
doesn't.
I know it's only 8 episodes. Like, I forget what episode I'm. Like, I'm watching it. I'm not like sitting there like trying to be angry at it or anything like that.
You shouldn't be.
I'm just trying to go like. I'm like, okay, am I?
Just
Am I?
embrace it.
It's a girl that came over that you didn't expect and said she wants to suck your dick. This is what.
Yeah, that
It
has
is what
never
it is.
happened.
This is what it is.
No, I would enjoy that.
Well, shut up. It's wet, it's hot, it's American. Enjoy
and
it.
it's summertime.
And it
bitch.
sucks because it
And
has
it's
like
summer.
everybody I like is
Dude,
in it.
the radio kid, hilarious.
Oh my God, the beekeeper.
Fuck,
The
the
beekeeper.
fucking the guy, the chef.
Oh my God, he's amazing.
Because he's from SVU and he's a
amazing.
badass, and I'm
He's
just all
amazing.
like, I love this character, and I'm
Yeah.
like, but why? It's like I love every aspect of this. I just feel
Well,
like
just accept it.
I just
Swallow
feel like
it.
it needs a better
Just
writing.
embrace it.
And
Just
the writing is
embrace it.
awesome.
No, the writing is what it's supposed to be.
Come
It's
on.
not.
And then, like,
Oh, God.
with.
It's supposed to be campy and
I
stupid
guess I'm
and
just
weird.
not gonna
Yeah.
get it.
No,
No.
I guess not.
Maybe-
I
Which is
Maybe
dumb
it's
because I
like-
love Rick and Morty.
Yeah.
I'll pray for
You
you,
have
Steve.
no idea what that is, do you?
No.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
And that's how she crumbles.
All right, well, we'll wrap
that's
this
where
up.
the
Look, I'm
pancake
giving it a shot.
lands,
I'm watching it. I'm not trying to bash it. I'm just trying to figure out what am I
Yes.
not getting. Do I have to be? Were you guys high?
No.
Never.
Damn it.
What is that anyway?
Oh, high on life?
I mean,
yeah.
I was on a tall building
Oh,
watching
dude, I'm
it.
not even gonna lie, dude. I fucking started smoking weed like out of like one of those nice vape things, man. I can't go back to anything else.
Yeah, they're awesome.
I love
So-
those fucking. I
They're
gotta get
awesome.
one. I need one.
Colorado.
So, Natalie, you and I still need to set up a date where we are watching the first 3 original Star Wars movies.
Oh yeah, we need to get out that.
We're just watching
need to get
those
that
3.
out.
We're
You're
just
gonna
watching
be my Star Wars
New
guide.
Hope,
Okay.
Return of the
It's gonna work out
Jedi,
just like
and
our
the Empire
podcast.
Strikes Back. It's gonna be New
Shut up.
Hope, Empire Strikes Back,
Oh,
and
no, you
Return of
don't
the
know
Jedi.
about
Those
that.
are the only ones
There's only
we are
one
going to
episode.
watch.
Oh nice.
No,
Those
it
are the
wasn't.
only ones we are going to watch.
Hold on. I'll wait till it's
And
done.
from there on, if you're like, no, I don't get Star Wars, it's fine.
Yeah.
But you just need to at least watch them.
No,
Did you hear about
I'll
J.J.
do it.
Abrams?
What happened?
He just came out and said no midichlorians.
What?
Yeah. So the shit that was mentioned in that first fucking Abomination movie,
Yeah.
where they're like, oh, it's midichlorians in your blood. Yeah, JJ just came out and said, yeah, midichlorians? That fucking doesn't exist. Suck my dick, Lucas.
Wow.
Boom.
That's what happens when
No,
you sell your
Aaron-
shit to,
Aaron
when
and
you
I
sell your
and
soul
another-
to Disney.
Aaron and I and another friend
You know
tried to do
Clay.
a podcast, Clay, tried to do a podcast called A Jedi, Sith, and a Ewok, and we did one episode, and then that was it.
But Clay's down
Hey.
to do
Then
more.
everybody
We just
needs to
need
tell me.
Yeah.
Well, he basically
It's
Clay's
hard.
like, hit me up when you want to do one.
Then you should hit it. Then, okay, let me
Why
know
do I
when.
have to do it? You
because-
have his number?
Yeah, but okay, I have to know when you want to do one.
All the time.
Anyways, let's wrap this up, people.
All
All
right.
right.
Speaking of which,
peace out,
if, I will say,
motherfuckers.
Put a bow on
well,
it.
I'm going to have to do it. But if you want to check out the Facebook page, go to facebook.com/Underground Railroad Podcast. You can check out that Kevin Bacon thing. You can also follow them on Twitter at UNDRGRDNDRA.
I feel like we need to get a better Twitter
Well, you
handle.
need to fix that then, because you guys
Yeah.
picked that up. And then you can also
We'll do
follow
that.
everybody else on the 4
And we don't use Twitter, so maybe we'll start
okay.
an Instagram account.
No.
Yeah, Instagram.
Okay. If you're going to do that, then just link it to the Facebook page, because
Okay.
everything you post on Facebook goes to your Twitter that I set up.
Oh.
Yeah,
Thank
we
you,
need to
Steve.
change that.
Yeah, we're gonna handle that.
You guys are like fucking hippies. I swear to God.
Love you guys, long time.
Oh.
She was always asking, where's the nearest bar? Well, pedal on the gasket, getting playing hard. I was in the kitchen, cooking up a shower.
This has been another 4i Radio production. For more great shows, check out www.4iradio.com. Yeah.